There are two ways you can buy Microsoft Office for your home computer. You can buy a subscription to Office 365, or you can buy Office 2019 as a one-off purchase. Which is best for you? Let's find out. Hi guys, a couple of years ago I made a video where I compared an Office 365 annual subscription to just purchasing Microsoft Office outright. Since then, Microsoft have been pushing their 365 subscriptions more than ever, and it seems like they really don't want people to buy Office as a one-off purchase anymore, although that option is definitely very much still there. Recently they've changed what they're offering slightly, so I thought it was time to make an up-to-date video where I compare the two products. There are several factors which can help you decide which version of Office is better for you. Do you work on a Windows computer or a Mac? Do you need to work on a mobile device like a phone or a tablet? Do you need any extra apps like Outlook or Publisher? And are you just buying Office for yourself, or do you need other members of the family to have it on their computers too? I hope that by watching this video you can make a decision on which type of Office is the best one for you. And later on I've got some advice on where you can buy Office cheaper than getting it directly from Microsoft. And since I made my last video on this subject, I've had loads of feedback from you guys, so I'll be running through some of the helpful comments people have contributed. Let's start by looking at the three main programs you get with both types of Office. If you want to open documents that people send to you, or you want to write your own letters and documents, Microsoft Word is probably the best word processor you can buy. It's also essential these days to be able to work with spreadsheets in Excel. And PowerPoint is a really popular way of making presentations for work and school. You can get Word, Excel and PowerPoint in a single package called Microsoft Office, and you have two basic choices. You can either subscribe to Office 365 Personal for £59.99 per year, or you can make a one-time purchase of Office Home and Student 2019 for £119.99. You can find the price of Office in your local currency by heading over to this website, products.office.com. They have a helpful page there that compares the prices of Office for home use. Now, comparing these two choices, it seems to make sense to buy Office 2019, as subscribing to Office 365 for more than 2 years would cost more than the one-off purchase. So why would anyone pay for Office 365? Well, it turns out it offers some extra features that might just make it worth the extra cost, provided those are features that you think you'll actually use. Let's have a look at the extra features in Office 365. Firstly, you get 1 TB of OneDrive storage. In my opinion, this is the main selling point. OneDrive is a service that takes the files you save on your computer and stores them securely online. It's a really easy way to keep your files backed up, and if you ever find yourself without your computer, you can just log into the OneDrive website on any computer and get access to your files. You can even work on your documents. Office 365 lets you use the Office apps on your smartphone or tablet, Word, Excel and PowerPoint. If you need to work on a document when you're away from your computer, you can find it in the OneDrive app, and then open it in an app like Word and make the changes you need. 1 TB is a really generous amount of storage. It's 1000 GB, which is more than you can store on most laptops. OneDrive is more cost-effective than most other cloud storage providers. If you want to get this sort of storage from Dropbox or Google Drive, you'll have to pay more each year, and OneDrive gives you the benefit of the Office apps too. Next, you get 3 extra programs with an Office 365 subscription. Outlook is a popular email client that includes calendars and tasks. Publisher is ideal for print projects such as posters and newsletters. And Access is a powerful database program that lets you store and analyse data. If you were to buy Office Home and Student 2019, then you would have to purchase these apps separately, and each one would cost you an extra £109.99. So far we've been looking at Office on a Windows computer, but what if you have a Mac? Well, Office 365 and Office 2019 are both available for the Mac. In the past, Office for Mac was a very different product to the Windows version, but Microsoft have worked hard to make the Mac offering feel the same as on Windows. Programs like Word, Excel, PowerPoint and OneDrive have almost the same features, although you do occasionally find that some tools haven't quite made their way to the Mac yet. If you're hoping to use Publisher or Access on the Mac, then you're out of luck. You can still only get them on a Windows computer. Another factor is whether you're going to be buying Office for yourself or for the whole family. When I showed you the price of Office 365, that was for Office 365 Personal, which lets you use Office on all your own computers for £59.99 per year. If you want to share Office with other family members, then you might find it better value to subscribe to Office 365 Home instead, which is £79.99 per year and can be used by up to 6 people. If you buy Office Home and Student 2019, you only get to install it on one PC or Mac, that's it. So with all these factors in mind, which version of Office should you buy? I would recommend you go for Office 365 if you want to use Office on more than one device, if you want to store all your files on OneDrive, and if you need any of the extra apps like Outlook, Access or Publisher. If you're just getting Office 365 for yourself, then you should sign up to Office 365 Personal. But if you want other people in your family to use it, then you should get Office 365 Home. On the other hand, a subscription isn't for everyone. If you just want Word, Excel and PowerPoint, you don't think you'll need OneDrive or the extra apps, and if you only want to install Office on one computer, then you'll save money in the long run if you go for Office Home and Student 2019. Since I made a video a couple of years ago comparing Office 365 with Office 2016, I've had loads of really helpful comments back from you guys, letting me know how you made your mind up. So I thought I'd share a few of your tips here. First, if you subscribe to Office 365, you get Skype features. It's free to call people on Skype, but if you want to phone mobiles or landlines, you have to pay for your calls. And it turns out that if you have Office 365, they give you 60 minutes of Skype calls each month. So thanks to MJ7 for that suggestion. Some people have voiced their frustration that software always seems to need a subscription these days, whereas in the past you bought a one-off license and that was it. As people are pointing out, you seem to be paying more in the end for your software. A few people have pointed out that Microsoft Office isn't the only Office software out there. You can use programs like OpenOffice, LibreOffice or Google Docs, and all these are free, and let you work on documents that are compatible with the Microsoft file formats. So I guess it depends on how much you're fixed on the idea of buying Microsoft Office. Someone called Hero Hour has warned against putting all your work into OneDrive, because if you don't store your files anywhere else, then you're required to keep paying each year for your subscription, or you risk losing your files. That's a fair point. And Maria Mahmood points out that if you subscribe to Office 365, then you'll always get the latest feature updates, whereas if you buy Office 2019, then it won't get any of the new features that come out. If you want new features in future, then you might have to wait until Office 2022 comes out. I guess that's what the next version will be called. I promised at the beginning of this video that I'd help you find Office cheaper than if you were shopping directly at Microsoft. And you can actually buy Office cheaper by going to Amazon instead. Amazon will send you a product key which you can then redeem on the Microsoft website. And this works for both Office 365 and Office 2019. You just need to make sure you buy the product key directly from Amazon, because there are some merchants that seem to be selling dodgy keys through Amazon. So I've put the links to the Amazon web pages for the genuine Office product keys in the description to this video, and if you click on those links, they should take you to the right Amazon web page in your part of the world. Hopefully this video helped you decide which version of Office you'd like to buy, so let me know in the comments below which version you go for, and don't forget to give this video the thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more tutorials from me in future, click on my face below and hit the red subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.